Good morning, students. Our today's topic is bleaching powder. Students, chemically bleaching powder is generally represented by the formula CaOCl2, which is called calcium oxychloride. The chlorine produced as byproduct during the manufacture of caustic soda is used for the manufacture of bleaching powder. It is produced by the action of chlorine gas on dry slacked lime, which is calcium hydroxide. And you can see the equation: calcium hydroxide when react with the chlorine, we will get CaOCl2, which is calcium oxychloride or bleaching powder. The solution is milky because some unreacted lime is still present. Student, bleaching powder is actually a yellowish white powder, and when exposed to air it gives smell of chlorine, and this is because carbon dioxide present in air reacts with the bleaching powder, liberating chlorine. When it reacts with the acid, they also liberate chlorine gas. Next is the uses of bleaching powder. Student, the most important uses of bleaching powder is in textile industry for bleaching cotton and linen, and also in paper industry for bleaching wood pulp, in laundry for bleaching washed clothes, and for making wool unshrinkable. And as chlorine liberated by it, it can kill the germs, so it is used for disinfecting drinking water. And one more very important use of this, that it is also used in the manufacture of chloroform. So this is all about the bleaching powder. Now our next topic is baking soda. Student, chemically baking soda is sodium hydrogen carbonate with the formula NaHCO3. It is also called sodium bicarbonate. Student, baking soda is manufactured from the sodium chloride as one of the raw materials, and the method is known as solvay process. The method is based on the principle that if a solution of sodium chloride saturated with ammonia is allowed to react with carbon dioxide, sodium hydrogen carbonate and ammonium chloride are formed. And this you can see in this equation number 1. And when this sodium hydrogen carbonate get the heat, it will convert into Na2CO3, which is what? Sodium carbonate. Student, this sodium bicarbonate is actually white crystalline solid and stable in air. And when it reacts with acids like HCl or H2SO4, it gives out the carbon dioxide effervescence. Now the most important thing is the uses of sodium hydrogen carbonate. Student, we can use this in medicine as antacid. We know that the excess acid formed in the stomach due to eating of spicy food is easily neutralized by the sodium hydrogen carbonate. The next use is as additive in food and drinks. Now we know about the baking powder. Student, baking powder is a mixture of sodium hydrogen carbonate and mild edible acids like tartaric acid or citric acid. And for making baking powder, which is actually a mixture of baking soda and, as I told you, the mild edible acids. So for this, when baking powder is heated or mixed in water, then we can get this reaction, and by this reaction we can get the product which is baking powder. And the carbon dioxide produced during this reaction causes bread or that cake to rise, making them soft and spongy.